Hello and welcome. This is Infinite Fire Readings, and this is going to be the week ahead reading for all star signs in one video. I'm hitting it on the head because of a few things, so I'm just going to make a quick update for you just so you're aware. So I'm actually going to go back from live readings to pre-recorded with extendeds because my buffering is not great. I also did see a small comment on that. I can't find it again, but whoever that was, I don't know if you removed it or it just isn't showing up on my feed anymore. I actually really appreciate the feedback. It really does help me understand what's sort of working and not working in my recordings while I am so new here. So anyway, this is going to be for all star signs. So yeah, buckle up for a couple of hours. This one's probably going to be. I'm not going to do them as long as I would when I do them on their own, obviously, because I might just collapse into a ball of nonsense. So yeah, it's probably going to be 3 cards per read, starting with Aries, working all the way through the zodiac to Pisces. And yeah, then I'll fill you in. There are no extendeds for these. This is just the week ahead, my lives. It will be the final one. And then I'm going to be doing pre-recorded as I just said. So yeah, I'm just babbling on a little bit. All right. I'm also getting my hair redone today. That's going to be nice. So it'll be fiery again. This crazy situation that we are currently living in. Anyway, let's get on with it and get straight into it. So yeah, I'm going to be using my more traditional deck for the majority of the main 3 cards that I'll pull for the situation. It's probably going to be more of an overall look at where you're at rather than a more in-depth look this week, just because I'm obviously doing this transitional sort of thing. Yeah, which they will get more in-depth in the pre-recordeds again. So just bear with me while I navigate through this territory. I will then get 3 from the Wild Unknown to get advice and insights. And I'm actually going to pull you at least one Archangel Michael card today. That's the plan. Anyway, hopefully I remember that at the end of the main read for each and every sign. So, yep, feel free to check out your other signs as well if your sun sign isn't sort of resonating with you. Keep in mind, this and all of these readings today are for your entertainment. Free will comes first. These are just cards. Throw out what does not resonate. Take what makes sense to you and put it into your life to benefit you. Hopefully that's the aim. That's what I read for. If anyone who knows me knows, that's my style. So let's get on into it. So we're going to start with Aries. Always a fan to start with Aries. Obviously, being an Aries, love going first most of the time. Stuff like this, I like it. All right, Aries. So we will see what's going on in your current situation. We'll get some advice cards and then an Archangel Michael card. Let's jump the fuck into it. Let's do it. All right, I'm going to do one more shuffle and then I'm going to just start reading for all signs. Let's go. Longer intro than usual. But that's just how it's got to be, I think. Okay, and I'll try and timestamp it if I know how to at the end, just as an FYI. Should I keep my thummy things through myself? I'm going to do it for now. If it interrupts, I'll stop. All right, Aries. What's going on with Aries, please? First card out. The Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, coming up as your first card on the board for your situation. Maybe not in a giving mindset, not wanting to give, or maybe not receiving some kind of gift or offer that you wanted. 2 of Wands, checking out your landscapes, having a look at the situation, not really planning, just assessing. I only want 3 today. What are they, though, out of curiosity? Queen of Cups and the Fool card. Ooh, I kind of like those. Anyway, if they're meant to come out again, one of them will pop out. Yeah, so that's just... don't want 2. Just want 1. Don't make this hard for me, tarot cards. Make this easy, please. Yeah, so far, maybe you haven't received some kind of an offer that you wanted. Another 2 cards. No, that's 3. It's just too many. And now you're sort of looking at things and assessing things. Oh, wow, your card is flipped over in the deck. Well, that's the card then, isn't it? Any others flipped for you, Aries? No, that's it. All right, your energy coming into the spread, the 8 of cups in the reverse. So maybe you've decided to, maybe you're deciding to stay in a situation. You might have been thinking about leaving it, but you've just decided to actually stay put. Maybe the option of walking away crossed your mind, but you're actually going to stay where you are. So that's pretty cool. 7 of cups. Maybe there's some options happening for you. 9 of wands, maybe just taking a final, continuing forward to climb the ladder, taking a final stand. The Chariot card of Cancer, charging forward victoriously, but maybe you just don't feel like everything's in place just yet. That was a bit of a dig into the back of it, but overall, just staying put. So yeah, I feel like maybe something didn't come in for you, or you weren't really in a position where you were giving this week. Could be a couple of things. I really do feel like there was something didn't come in for you. You're now looking at your landscapes and you're coming back into your own strength with this card, Aries, being in the upright. The Emperor is a very powerful card as well. It is about control and stability. So I think whatever's gone on for you, you're taking charge. You're being stable in whatever's going on. And yeah, just assessing things in order to do so. So maybe looking at the situation for the reality of what's going on rather than hoping or dreaming or whatever. You know, I don't feel like that's the energy I'm getting from these cards. I feel like you're being quite almost pragmatic about how you're seeing things and gaining strength from that pragmatism. So let's get you some advice cards, Aries. Let's get you some advice cards. Let me shuffle these huge amount. The first shuffle that I do, it's going to be massive because I just want to give them a nice big shuffle. So I'll do a couple more, Aries. You're going to get a longer shuffle than the rest of the signs just because I haven't really shuffled these bad boys today yet. And because we're doing all the signs in one go, I just want to have a nice hefty first shuffle. But the other signs, I won't shuffle them as many times. Alrighty. Okay, Aries, let's find out what your advice is. Let's find out, Aries, what is your advice? I'm just going to put that here. Judgment in the upright. Looking at the past, maybe you decided to. That's a very sideways 3 of cups under the Ace of Wands there. Yeah, right. Interesting. Justice in the reverse. You got 3 major arcanas out of 6 cards on the board. Overall advice, if you get nothing else, is the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Don't expect everything to just turn in your favor this coming week. Don't expect it to all just work out miraculously. I think that's kind of a good attitude. It keeps you in check. It keeps you basically accountable and just, doing the best that you can to make things work. So yeah, don't expect it to all just fall into place. I sound like a pessimist, but I'm not meaning to be. And release any negative thinking that's not serving you anymore. That's your 2 main bits. So it's both like, don't expect it to all just like fall into place, be given to you on a silver platter this week, and release any negative thoughts. Like, I think this is going to be a lot about you doing your own work to make things good. And it might be a bit of time that requires beyond the week itself. So cool. Aries. So feeling like you aren't giving, maybe having, or I didn't receive some kind of gift, looking at your landscapes and gaining strength from your own pragmatism. The advice that you're getting is the Judgment card. So to assess the past in terms of, I guess, what you didn't receive, have a look at things, have a look at what you want. If you are assessing your landscapes, you might be needing to juggle social commitments right now. So it's not like go socialize or don't socialize. I think there might be the needing to reshuffle your calendar or your schedule in order to get, whatever time you need to sort out your environment, or even just for yourself, whatever that means for you. Pretty much, it's okay to be social, it's okay to be not social, but you might need to shuffle things around is sort of what I'm picking up, especially with it to do with looking at your environment and social life being, or the 3 of cups, socializing, chit chat, gossip, blah blah, whatever, a cup of coffee might need to be reshuffled. Justice card in the reverse, card of Libra. So you might be dealing with a Libran. You might need to release something to do with the Libran. Though mostly don't expect everything to be fair and work out sort of perfectly, justly. You might need to just be in your element anyway, regardless of whether things are working out perfectly for you. There's 2 cats here as well. I don't usually see the 2 cats. They're cute. I want a cat. Maybe you're not getting a cat this week, Aries. Speaking to me. Anyway. Yeah, so that's your advice, Aries. I feel like you've got a strong week ahead, but I feel like it's a mentally strong week coming in for you. So I don't feel like it's so much about shit happening as much as it's about you taking a strong approach to yourself and your environment. That was a bit of a ramble at the end there, but I think it is a lot about your own fortitude coming into play. And with this card being like, don't expect everything to be fair. It doesn't mean, if things are really, really unfair, not to act on that. It's just remembering that life has ebbs and flows, and what you might think is unfair might be actually something that you like, the complete opposite come 3-6 months time. You just don't really know how life's about to pan out. So don't expect it to all be fair. Stay strong. And again, don't expect everything to just turn in your favor overnight. Focus on releasing thought systems that no longer serve you. All right, what else? That'll do. Aries. Make a commitment. Pardon me. So yeah, great card to get, Aries. Commit to whatever your goal is. Just focus on it. Surge forward, plow forward into that terrain. I really do. Sorry about my throat. It's my job involves talking as well, so I'm doing a lot of talking at the moment. I'm gonna have to find a balance for that. I'm gonna try and mute it when I do that from now on as well. But yeah, make a commitment. Surge forward with that commitment, Aries. Whether that's in your work or your personal lives or for your own goals and dreams, whatever that is, or, maybe it's, losing weight, gaining weight, getting fitter, whatever, just make that commitment, make a commitment and act on it. Don't expect it to come overnight. Don't expect it to be just fair and perfect as you go towards it, but go towards it anyway. Keep on going towards it and arrange your schedule to do so, and look at the past and what you want to gain and learn from that past to come forward into this new place. Anyway, Aries, that is your reading. I hope it serves you well. We're going to move on now to Taurus straight away in this video. That's right, all-star signs. Big, long, stretchy video today. So Taurus, let's get into it. I hope you are well. Hope you're well too, Aries. I don't know if I said that to you guys, but I did. Anyway, Taurus, this is your time. Taurus. So let's get you some cards. I'm going to do 3 shuffles from now on for each of the decks. And yeah, that's just going to make life a lot easier, isn't it? I think just three at a time. Cool, Taurus. Hope it's been a good week for you. Let's see what's going on in your read today. And then we'll get you some advice as well, and an Archangel Michael card too. Okay, Taurus. What's going on? 2 cards straight out. The Sun card, that's beautiful. 3 of Cups. Maybe you're feeling really happy about being able to socialize again, or happy about some social interactions. That was just the best. I love how quick that came out. Taurus, I reckon you might be pretty clear on what's going on. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. So maybe, yeah, releasing that sense of just isolation, being on your own, a sense of autonomy, and coming into a more social environment, which is in turn helping you to release that sort of autonomy, or that super like alone independence vibe. Like I feel like you're connecting with people, feeling more connected with the world. That's really beautiful. Sun card is gorgeous. I love that, Taurus, if that's what you're going through. Seriously, it's lovely to see cards like this on the board. I don't reckon it happens enough. Anyway, King of Wands is your overall feels coming into this. Maybe you're not feeling super creative. You might be disconnected from a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. In any case, though, maybe just wanting an offer to come in with the Ace of Pentacles, King of Swords, saying it how it is. Could be also dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Did I say Aries, Sagittarius, Leo? I don't know if I said that right for the first card. 6 of Cups, maybe not focused on or letting go of a soulmate, Knight of Wands. I don't know. I feel like It's interesting. You could be releasing someone. I kind of do feel like you could be releasing some kind of King of Wands energy, and maybe just coming into like a better place. But you might also be feeling blocked a little bit creatively, wanting something to come in. Maybe chasing love a little bit there. I don't know. Anyway, that's just having a little sneak peek into the bottom of the deck. But overall, looks like you're in a pretty feel-good place. The Sun card is always a beautiful card to see. It's one of my favorite cards to see. It is. I don't know, which tarot reader would argue too much about that. It is. It's the happiest card in the whole deck, really. Everything's good. When it's in the upright, it's such a beautiful card to see. Yeah, that or like the 10 of Ten of Pentacles and Cups are also pretty good. Blah blah blah. Anyway, Taurus, just rambling. Let's get you some advice. Pretty sure that was 3 shuffles. Pretty sure it was. Hopefully it was. Anyway, we're getting into it. The first 2 out again straight away. I love that. The Sun in the reverse as advice. That's crazy. Wow. Okay. Gosh, amazing. The Lovers in the reverse. Card of Gemini. Could be releasing something to do with a Gemini. How fucking beautiful, though. I love those 2 Sun cards. It's interesting as advice, though. It could be sort of talking to you about not getting too like, la. It's kind of like rein it back a little bit. Not that I want to take away your sunshine. That's not quite. I'll read it in a second. Don't take that as what I mean for it to say. Anyway, hold on. I'll get the final card. There we go. The Hermit could be dealing with a Virgo as well. Overall advice, if you get nothing else out of this for you, Taurus, is the Mother of Cups in the reverse. Interesting. Either you might need to release something to do with a water sign or a Mother of Cups like figure in your life, someone quite emotional, maybe someone older than you. Could also be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces to sort of step away from at the moment as overall advice. I don't really like saying that, but it could be. I feel like it could be to do with a person. It's kind of rare. It could also be, though, to not feel like or don't feel like you have to invest emotionally right now. Almost disconnect emotionally, which is a weird bit of advice considering your situation. I feel like you're in quite a good place. So at least for this week anyway. Well, I hope that it continues. Anyway, that's your overall advice. I hope that sort of made sense. So it could be to just disconnect emotionally, but not in like a isolating way. Like, don't feel like you need to overgive or mother people this week. That could also be your advice. So let's check it out, Taurus. Beautiful energy, really feeling good, socializing, coming up out of that place of maybe feeling alone and connecting with the world, not needing to be so independent, actually able to reach out to your connections again. Gorgeous, gorgeous cards. I don't know if I showed them to you. They are really pretty. I'm just going to quickly show you them. It's a bit of a mess this morning. Anyway, no, it's not really, but first card of advice is the Sun card in the reverse for you, underneath the Sun in the upright. That to me basically says it's great that you're happy. I love the Sun card. It's pretty much always a good card, so I'm not bothered by that. But the Sun card in the reverse underneath it as advice pretty much just says to me, don't like be so in a place that you're like, that you're not like fact checking. It's basically saying don't go off into la land with your happiness. So don't overexert your happiness. Like keep it paced, keep it going. Like you don't have to let it all burst out in one hit. That's kind of what I'm seeing there. The Lovers card in the reverse as well as card of Gemini. You might be needing to release something to do with a Gemini. Though it's also about decisions. Maybe you don't need to make any solid decisions right now. You can just enjoy things. Though it can also be don't focus too much on love because it is the Lovers card. So enjoy your social interactions, but don't put too much emphasis on love. I'm almost questioning why you're in this energy now, but I don't want to. I really like it. I like that you're feeling good. And I don't want to be questioning it. It's just the advice cards are kind of unusual to me. Regarding this, they're almost saying just like, I don't know, I guess when I get in that, a mindset of like, everything's beautiful and see, I've made it to a happy place and I'm not going to have problems anymore because I finally figured it out and life's good. And, you know what, like I'm going to help people feel good too. And then you have like a slump and you're like, oh, I failed. Like, I just feel like it's warning you against setting yourself up for that. So if you are a little bit like too, everything's great, it's just checking in and making sure that's authentic. But I think if you're happy, that's wonderful. So yeah, I don't really like saying that. So it's just keeping check on and being grounded in your emotions as well. Final card. So many. Sorry, I just realized what it is. It's the Hermit, which is the it's a really weird advice card. Your advice is almost like in contradiction to your feels, which is weird. It's weird to me, Taurus. The Hermit card, Virgo. You could be needing to reach out to a Virgo that's very close to you in your life. I really hope that's the advice. Could also mean come back into yourself a little bit. So if you're a bit like releasing that whole autonomy thing with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, which like in the upright, that's the independent person card to me. In the reverse, that's like coming out part of a place and connecting with other energy. You've got social, like it just seems like a really social week. The Hermit's like, remember to take time for yourself. Which I feel like, don't we have enough of that right now? Like, why are you getting that advice? Maybe you have a very specific situation. Maybe it's probably resonating more with whoever it's meant to resonate with than it does. I don't understand it entirely, but yeah, pretty much saying like, just keep check on your own emotional state. Make sure that you're not over giving those emotions to life. Remember to check in with yourself. Don't focus too much on like love or making decisions around love. Could be also releasing a Gemini. Could be reaching out to a Virgo. Interesting reading, Taurus. Let's get you an Archangel Michael card. What a strange one to me. I just want the advice to be like, yeah, indulge, enjoy the happiness. But it is kind of telling me to just keep check with yourself. That's what I'm seeing it saying. And remember to make time for yourself as well. Like keep a sense of just spiritual check-in. All right. I'm so confused. Now the advice is starting to make more sense than the situation. It's saying it's time to leave this unhealthy situation. Are you like out drinking too much or something? Like Three of Cups can be, I guess, about doing that. Maybe losing sense of your own identity. But you've got the Sun card here. So that's just such a happy card. I don't ever look at that card as a negative. And then you've got it in the reverse as advice. It's a really odd reading, Taurus. So I think maybe you know more about this than I do, but it says it's time to leave this unhealthy situation. Whatever that resonates with, I mean, it could be something to do with love. And the bottom of the deck as well, you did have a lot coming up about love. There could be, I think maybe you're releasing some kind of person here, wanting something to come in, telling the truth as it is. I mean, you've got the Six of Cups in the reverse, letting go of soulmates. Knight of Wands, maybe being a little bit like, hey, promiscuous. Two of Cups, love on the mind. Maybe you are chasing love, maybe because you don't feel like things are complete. Maybe you're just trying to get to that next step. I don't know. But Taurus, I don't know. This reading did a 180 on me, quite frankly, which makes me a little bit sad. But yeah, it's time to leave this unhealthy situation. Whatever that is in your mind resonating with, I feel like this is going to be a very specific situation. So hopefully it can get you something, Taurus. That's your reading for the week. So hopefully you got something out of it. I'm pretty much telling you, if you're happy, you're wrong, which I don't like. That's not what I'm saying. I think it really is just to check in with yourself and don't chase love. Like, don't chase it if you think it's going to fix everything or something like that. It's not. Love is it's not just about loving someone. It's so much more complex than that. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not a guru of love. All right, let's move on now. So we're going to move on to Gemini. Thank you, Taurus. I hope you have a good week. I feel like all my Taurus fans will unsubscribe now. So anyway, all right. Sorry, Taurus. I love you guys. All right, Gemini, let's get on into it. Hope you've been well. I don't know. I'm a bit nervous now. A bit nervous about the reading. That was interesting though, Taurus. I'd be curious to find out a bit more. Anyway, Gemini, let's let's get into it. This is why I'm going to be doing my pre's again and extendeds, because it's just better to read that way. But let's mission on, Gemini. Let's freaking do it. All right. First card out, Seven of Swords. You might be in denial about something, maybe not being completely honest about something. Maybe something in your life isn't completely authentic. Maybe someone's not being completely honest with you. Two of Pentacles, needing to rebalance things in your current life situation. Maybe in the process of doing that, in the process of rebalancing something. A bit curious though with this, this 7 popping up here. It's dramatic. And the Emperor, again, you could be dealing with an Aries. It is a card of Aries. It's also about being strong, having stability, being stable. Overall, your energy coming in, Judgment, not looking at the past, wanting to release the past, maybe. 8 of Cups, wanting to walk away. So maybe you're letting go of the past, walking away from something, maybe quite quickly. Maybe you're making a quick, you've got the Knight of Swords here as well. Could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I mean, it could be yourself, really. 3 of Wands, not really planning for anything, though. And the 3 of Pentacles, not really looking to collaborate, maybe towards planning. Maybe not really planning on the future, collaborating about it. Strength in the reverse. Card of Leo, maybe not feeling super strong right now. I think there's perhaps, been some kind of deception or just non-truth. It doesn't have to be like really like, ooh, like anything like that. It could just be you're not being completely honest with yourself, or someone else wasn't completely honest with you. Maybe not everything's being said in a situation. I don't know. But obviously just trying to balance things out. Judgment just fell into the upright at me as an FYI. But yeah, maybe just wanting to release the past, rebalance things, and gain some kind of strength and stability in your life again. It feels very, again, it feels like it's kind of like steady energy, I suppose. That's what I'm getting. Again, could also be in contact with an Aries right now. So that is another possibility. All right. What else is cracking, Gemini? What else? What advice, really, is the main question that I'm asking here. What advice, please? I should have said as well at the start, jump forward to your reading for the people watching it in post. Jump forward, feel free to skip ahead. I think I did say timestamps, so that's cool. First card out as advice. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So again, don't expect everything to just become good all at once. Son of Cups as advice. It's a Knight of Cups. You might want to come forward more emotionally with things. Knight of Cups is also very loving, romantic knight. Might be in your interest to sort of be more romantic in your life right now, or be more loving towards, I don't know, just whatever really applies. Knight of Cups is someone who's very, very romantic and emotionally giving, and very, very loving energy. They're probably they're more likely to stick around than the Knight of Wands, for instance, who's more of a playboy, though not as stable as the Knight of Pentacles. And then the 3 of Pentacles. So start planning. Interesting. If you get any advice out of this whole week, if you don't get anything from this, your advice is to not feel the need to take on any emotional cups right now. So you've got the 4 of Cups in the upright. This is like apathy. In the reverse, like as in you're being offered cups but you don't want them. This is like, don't even worry about the cups. Don't look for the cups almost. Maybe quickly. You could want to do like some quick changes. I don't want to dig too deep on that end. That's not my aim. All right. So Gemini. Yeah. Maybe there's been a little bit of deception about, I don't know, good and bad. The Wheel of Fortune here in the reverse is saying like, don't expect everything to just turn in your favor. Maybe you've been kidding yourself that it will, or I don't know, maybe you've just been not being honest with yourself about where things are at, or someone else. I'm not sure, but the advice pretty much is to don't expect everything to just turn in your favor all at once, okay? So that's pretty much what's going on there. Allow life to turn as it will. Acknowledge maybe where things aren't so great and be real about that and just acknowledge it. Yeah, I guess if you are maybe in denial about it. If you're looking to rebalance things at the moment, your advice is to reach out and give emotionally with the Sun or Knight of Cups. So you might need to be romantic. Maybe if you're interested in someone, come forward romantically towards them. It can just be to also give romantically or just with your emotions. It could also be that you are dealing with a water sign, so Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces as well. So might want to reach out to them. Maybe someone with not as much life experience, but maybe a little bit under their belt, but not like a king. Final advice card is start collaborating. If you are coming into a place of more strength, this is to start collaborating on projects with other people. Could also be to start collaborating with an Aries. Just that could be what it means as well. You could also need to rebalance things with a water sign, by the way. Sorry, I didn't read that properly there. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you might want to rebalance something with a water sign that's, sort of more assertive. But that's not really the advice. You might be just, that's the advice. So anyway, yeah. Anyway, but it could go both ways. Sorry, Gemini, rambling a little bit. Just to start collaborating. Stay strong, get into your own strength, and start collaborating with people. Pretty cool advice, Gemini. I like that. Let's get you an Archangel Michael card as well, because everyone gets at least one. Oh, silly. Oh, what a day. I can't wait to have my hair colored. Look at it. It's so daggy right now. Anyway, that's all right. I'm a bit of a dag, so can't change the truth, but you can color your hair so that it's harder to tell. All right. Sorry. I'm so silly sometimes. Okay, Gemini, let's get you a card. That's a long shuffle. Archangel Michael, what do you want Gemini to know? Spit it out. Thank you. Love you, Archangel Michael. Let go of fear now. Let it go now. So if you've been afraid of something, if you've been afraid to come forward or afraid to do something or just afraid in general, let it go, my friend. That's your advice. That's what's happening, Gemini. That's what you're getting. Lean on God and angels for support on the bottom of the deck. Anyway. Yeah, so that's your reading, Gemini. It feels pretty good. Might be just a little bit of this is interesting, the Seven of Swords here. So you might just need to be really real about how life is, not expect it to do you any favors. It doesn't owe you anything kind of attitude. So nonchalant. But yeah, maybe come forward more emotionally if you want to start balancing things in your life. And if you are being strong right now, start, working on your strengths, start collaborating with people again, start collaborating on projects with people. Maybe you already are. This is, again, advice to do that, continue to do that. And let go of fear and now. Move forward now. That's your reading, Gemini. I hope it could assist you. I'd be interested to know about that Seven of Swords. Feel free to comment below if you know what that is, because I do not. Cool. Let's move on now to Cancer. Cancerians. Let's do it. Cancer. What's going on with the week ahead? I hope you have been peachy keen, jelly beans. I do. I hope you've been well. Crazy. Coming into July now. That's your month, Cancer, actually, isn't it? Pretty much. Yeah. Cool. Birthday coming up. Let's get on in there. Is it? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, because Gemini was... Anyway, moving on. Okay, Cancer. What's going on? What's going on, Cancerians? First card out, Queen of Cups in the reverse, could be yourself. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in the reverse, maybe just not feeling emotionally giving right now. King of Wands in the upright, could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Maybe you're not feeling super connected to, or not feeling like you're giving to them right now. You could also be wanting to get more creative, more adventurous, more free-spirited. I feel like you're dealing with someone, though. The Ten of Swords in the reverse, maybe releasing something or letting it go to do with this person. I mean, 3 cards just does not give me enough info, but that's just sort of how it is a little bit. On the bottom of the deck, your energy coming in, maybe a lot of anxieties with the Nine of Swords there. Wanting some give and take with the Six of Pentacles. Page of Wands, maybe not communicating because it's in the reverse. Six of Wands in the reverse, maybe not feeling super successful. The Devil in the reverse, card of Capricorn, maybe looking to come out of a toxic situation. I kind of feel like something is ending here, either between 2 people or releasing a mindset so that this can work, because the King of Wands is in the upright. So I don't know if something's ending or not. Let's get some advice cards for you, Cancer, because that's going to show me a little bit more about what on earth is going on here. Let's find out. Let us get you some advice. Okay. Cancer. Yeah, it's an interesting one. It's an interesting read. I probably say that about every single fucking reading I do. Who knows? Maybe I don't. All right. What's going on here? Hopefully my net's still working as well. It's going to be a long one. What advice, please, for Cancer? We have the Hermit in the upright. Card of Virgo. You might need to reach out to a Virgo or deal with them somehow. Six of Cups. Soulmates card. I think, yeah, it is. This person's in the upright. I think you do see them as a soulmate. Maybe you're not giving emotionally to them right now, or vice versa. Flip it as it works. But I do feel like, yeah, I'm getting like it might be you. You are the water sign here. Seeing them in high regard, though, this King of Wands, this passionate, creative, adventurous king. You might need to just do some introspection as to why you don't feel like giving your cup right now, if that's what's happening. I think advice as well, see the beautiful memories that you've had. Reflect on the memories that you've had with this king. This is like soulmates, childhood memories, nostalgia. So, yeah, you might need to just reflect on that. And the 5 of... pardon me. 5 of... Oh, Sarah, what's the brain? Wands. I have eaten food today. I should be functional. 5 of Wands as advice underneath the 10 of Swords. So you might need to release something, some kind of negativity, something that's dead, done, dusted as well. Maybe thoughts that don't serve you anymore. The advice is actually... you might need to have some kind of conversation, a hard conversation with this person, because 5 of Swords can be about conflicts, but it can be internal as well as external. You might be thinking about it more than, it could be going on a lot more here than when it happens. It may not be as much as you think, but I don't know. But I think, yeah, you may need to have a hard chat with someone, Cancer. Not super hard, but maybe just like a conversation that isn't as lovely, as normal. Your overall advice, if you take anything from it, is the Hierophant in the reverse. So that's a card of Taurus. You might need to release something to do with a Tauran, though it's also about releasing commitments. Maybe don't commit yet, or release this commitment is your overall advice. And remember, these are just cards as a pre-clause. So if it doesn't resonate, throw it away. But if this is resonating, maybe you just need to take a break or step back. 9 of Cups, don't focus on your absolute dream, maybe with this person. I think that you still see them as someone in high regard, but you haven't been giving emotionally. Look at why. Look at why you haven't felt like giving emotionally. Really look at it. Don't just like, oh, well, this is, I don't know. I just feel like you need to look at the reasons. Maybe you don't feel comfortable with this person. Maybe you're sort of in denial about that. I don't know. But it is saying to look at it. So I'm a bit confused, especially if your overall advice is not to commit or to release a connection. Don't go down traditional routes. It's like the marriage card, this card, and in the reverse it's like not marriage. I don't know. But yeah, really reflect on the memories you have with this person. You might need to release something that's over, or you are releasing something that's dead and done. It's the 10 of Swords, dead, done, dusted. In the reverse, letting it go. But there might need to be a hard conversation. Let's get you I mean, maybe you're breaking up with them. I don't know. Maybe they're breaking up with you. Who knows? Maybe they don't know about it. I don't know. It seems a bit weird to me. And it's just not enough information for me to know. All right, let's get you a Archangel Michael card, Cancer. Then we'll move along to the next sign. All right. What does Cancer need to know, please? Whoa, what would you like Cancer to know? That one. Okay, that's cool. I can do that. Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. Honestly, a bit of a relieving card at this point because, obviously I'm just reading some cards on the table here, but trust yourself. Your inner guide is real and trustworthy. I think maybe, someone needed to hear that if you've been questioning yourself, questioning your intuition a little bit or your own judgment on the situation. Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy, Cancer. So listen to it and follow it through. Cool. That's your reading, Cancer. I hope you got something out of it. I hope it benefited you in some way, shape, or form. And just heads up as well, I will be doing the pre-recordeds, which are going to be much more in-depth and extended readings as well from now on because my internet just doesn't serve me well enough to do the lives. And I've acknowledged and recognized that. All right, moving on now to Virgo. Let's do it, Virgo. Wait, no. I'm sorry, Virgo. You're next. Leo. I apologize. How very rude of me. Leo, we're moving on to you now. Sorry, Virgo, as well. I will drink some more of my mildly caffeinated tea in a second to wake up. All right, Leo, let's get you some cards. I hope you've been well. I hope everything's going good. Sorry about the confusion there with you and Virgo. I don't know how many times I've shuffled, but I'll do one more, and then we should be at least 3 shuffles. So let's get into it. All right. Leo, what's going on with Leo? Ooh. That one turned up. That one turned up. 2 3s. 3 of Swords in the upright, maybe going through a bit of heartbreak. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, not wanting to collaborate with people right now. And the 8 of Wands, maybe some quick news came in or you're wanting some quick messages of love or something like that. Interesting. Overall, it doesn't look like a super happy week. Maybe some high emotions happening as well. Maybe not feeling like you're manifesting what you want, trying to rebalance things at the moment, not feeling like things are fair with the Justice card of Libra. Not looking at your situation though. Page of Cups. I think you're just wanting love to come in. Strength card. Feeling strong about that as well, maybe, Leo. That's also your card. Page of Cups could be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. It is a water sign. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you had your heart broken recently. You got some. But this quick news is sort of on the end of the spread, so maybe something's coming in after all this, or came in, I should say, after all this shit hit the fan. Who knows? I don't know. Some kind of grief that you're going through and not really wanting to collaborate with people right now, Leo. Yeah, interesting. Quick messages, maybe of love. What was on the bottom again? Yeah, not feeling like you're manifesting something. I feel like you don't feel like you're getting what you want. And that makes sense with this 3 of Swords. Okay, well, that did I think that was the 5 of Wands that did a 360 then. All right, Son of Pentacles in the reverse. Don't feel like you have to give right now. Don't feel like you have to be assertive with your gifts. You could also be releasing something to do with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse as advice. You've got it in the upright for your situation. So take things slowly. Don't feel like you need to jump into collaborating right now. You can just take your time. You might need to just pace things out a little bit, Leo, if you are going through a hard time. Yeah, Son of Pentacles as well. That's usually in the upright. That's like give, assert your gifts. Don't feel like you need to receive gifts right now as well. Son of Cups in the upright, which is interesting, which is, a very loving night. So take things slow in terms of collaboration, though. If some kind of quick news has come in, which is interesting. I don't know what this quick news could be because this seems like a contrast here. You've then got the Son of Cups coming up, which is a Knight of Cups, very loving, emotional knight, right? So if some kind of quick news or messages of love, because I did sort of vibe that it was that when it came out, is coming in, go towards that, act on that, offer your cup, be that knight, come forward with your emotional cup of love. But I do feel like you've gone through something else aside from that. Maybe it is to do with this connection. Maybe you needed to take a bit of time and space away from it. Maybe they hurt you. But if some kind of quick message came in, it's to, go forward towards it with that cup of your own love, to be assertive. Overall advice is you in the reverse, strength card, Leo in the reverse. So don't worry about needing to be like your optimum self this week. Don't feel like you have to be this perfectly strong version of yourself this week. That's your advice. Just be okay with where you're at. If it's not optimum, that's okay, really. The Fool. Maybe take a leap of faith towards something as well. But overall, don't feel like you have to be super Leo right now. Don't feel like you have to be super strong. Let's get you an Archangel Michael card. Interesting, though. I feel like you go from like 0 to 100 really quickly, or you have, or something. I don't know. It's a really interesting read. I feel like I've gone from 100 to 0 in my reads and just knackered all of a sudden. I'm not used to doing them all in a row like this as well. So, all right, we'll take both. Why not? You're on the right path. That's a nice little affirmative sign for you, Leo. Take your time making this decision. So even though you might want to come forward with some kind of offer of love, you can still take your time about it. And you did have that here, If they're giving you a message of love that's just quick and come in, before that, you were like, you didn't feel like collaborating. And it was like, just take your time. You don't have to rush into anything. Same with the Sun in the reverse. Process your feelings, But you are on the right path and you can take your time making this decision. So I think that's really beautiful advice from the Archangel Michael deck. Thank you, Archangel Michael cards. Oh. And that's your reading, Leo. I do hope it serves you. Very interesting week by the looks of it. And I'm going to move on now. So hope that you got something out of that. Moving on now to Virgo, for real this time. Oh, wait, should I go to Libra? Should I? No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry, Virgo. I couldn't help it. It was just all my Virgo also unsubscribe. I've lost my Taurus. I've lost my Virgo now. Gotta get a grip, don't I? I'm kidding. Stay. I'm sorry. Yes, Virgo. Let's get into it for you. Hope you've been well, Virgo. I hope everything is tracking along smoothly for you. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. I don't know. I am actually struggling to keep my eyes open right now. My light's also really glary, the sun. All right, Virgo, what's going on for you? What's going on with Virgo? The Knight of Swords in the reverse. Maybe someone is not coming forward. They've sort of shut down their communication, or they might be super brash, super abrasive with their communication and actions. But I feel like someone's switched off there. All right, we'll take those two. These, too many. Sun card in the reverse. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, maybe someone hasn't communicated about something. They were going to do something and then it just hasn't happened. Like maybe they've even been ghosted, like someone's ghosted you or something. You haven't received something you've wanted maybe. With the Page of Pentacles here. Could also be dealing with both Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And the Sun card, maybe feeling a little bit negative about things. Maybe someone just didn't come in on their promise to you. I'm kind of feeling that a little bit, like they just went AWOL. You're coming in, I think, wanting to know what the fuck happened because this is the Page of Swords. That's like spying, knowledge card as well, learning new things, wanting things to be a bit more balanced, maybe wanting to give them your kingdom a little bit with the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or maybe you see them in really good light. But things aren't maybe working with the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. The Wheel of Fortune, I think that you're feeling like things are going to turn in your favor, which is nice. Page of Wands, but not really getting that communication again. Page of Wands in the reverse, sorry. So interesting cards. I feel like this week maybe is a little bit of a shock to the system, perhaps. Not feeling great. Let's find out, Virgo, what's going on. I would love some happy readings. Taurus got close, and then their advice was all whack. It's a bit of a hard time, though, I think, for a lot of people. I can't wait to get happy readings again, though. I feel like I've had a lot of hard readings, but at the same time, my cards are designed to assist with problems, like the way I read. So I read what, that kind of thing. I don't know. The Sun in the reverse is like not feeling very optimistic about it. All right, what's some advice for you, Virgo? Whoa. That's too many cards. You were fine. Daughter of Swords in the reverse. So you know how you're coming in like wanting to find out more information, wanting to find out what on earth is going on with the Page of Swords in the upright. Your advice is the Page of Swords or Daughter of Swords in the reverse. So let it go. Like, don't try and, it doesn't mean let go of what happened. It just means don't try and find out. Like, don't try and snoop. I feel like that maybe won't help you. Father of Wands in the reverse. It could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that you're dealing with. You might need to release something to do with them. Maybe if that wasn't who came forward, release that. Release the need to feel like super creative right now about it as well. Again, this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I feel like, I feel like someone did not come through for you, but it seems like trying to find out why isn't really of benefit. I'll just take them both. It just feels right. The Hierophant in the reverse and the High Priestess in the reverse as advice underneath the Sun card. All right. Well, your overall advice, if anything, is judgment. Look at the past. Look at the past, reflect on it, and bring what worked from the past into the present. It is just really about reflecting on the past and learning from it to move forward. And Son of Swords, maybe you can come forward and communicate after that. I don't know. But learning at the past, looking for it. You have a few major arcanas out here together. Interesting. I wanted to take them both. The Hierophant is about, and the High Priestess, they're both in the reverse. So if you are feeling down about whatever's going on here, the advice is like don't commit right now, and don't worry about if you know what's the best thing to do. Like maybe you don't have the answers right now. But at the same note, don't try and snoop and find out what went on. I don't think that's serving you for whatever reason. You might need to release this character, or you might need to, I just feel like advice is, overall, it's like just take a step back from it a little bit. Like that's probably how I would sum it up for you, Virgo, pretty much. That's not quite right. What else? Just don't snoop. Maybe release this person, and don't feel like you have to commit right now. And and whether or not that's right or wrong, don't stress about that. I think it's more about I really do feel like it's about stepping backward a little bit if this person just flaked on you or something and it brought you down. So that's what I'm getting overall. Let's get you an Archangel Michael card. This is a lot, these readings all in one hit. This is why I don't do the readings all in one hit. But we are, we're going to get there. I thought it would be a couple of hours. Seemed about right. And then, I'll do my pre-recorded from now on. Very exciting. Decide to be happy now. I really love that as advice. It might seem like you might be like, what do you mean? Like, this person just, like, they've just been AWOL. This is like, cool. Do you, like, be happy now? What can you do to make yourself happy now? Why are you investing so much in that situation? You've got so much life happening around you, and you can just invest it all in one thing, or you can decide to be happy now. Not always easy, I know, but your advice is saying that for you, Virgo. So, well, eternal love was on the bottom. That's cute. Decide to be happy now. If they've just not come forward, don't go snooping. Just don't do that stuff. It doesn't help you. It just doesn't. If they've gone AWOL, they've gone AWOL. It's probably for a reason. Whether it's a good enough one, Doesn't matter at this point. They've done it. Release them, or don't feel the need to be super solid and creative. You're feeling down, don't commit right now and don't worry about what's right or wrong. I really do think it's take a step back and decide to be happy now. Do something other than this that's going to make you happy. That's really what I'm feeling the advice is, because I can see that you're in a not great mind frame with the sun in the reverse there. All right, Virgo, that's your reading. I do hope that you feel better soon if that was resonating with you, and that you can step away from that situation a little bit. Doesn't look like it was ideal. I think you deserve better. I don't know what happened, but you definitely deserve to be happy. We all do. So bless. Okay. Ramble. I feel like we generally do so. People who seek to better themselves is I always hope for happiness for those types. And just for everyone, whatever. I'm going to shut up. Okay, we're moving on now to Libra. So let's get into it. Welcome. I hope that you have been well, Libra. I hope everything's tracking along well for you. Yeah, my glasses are falling. Sorry, I didn't mean to give you the middle finger. That wasn't my plan. I was just trying to move my glasses up my face. All right, Libra, let's go. What's going on? What's happening for you? What's going on for Libra? You have the Ace of Swords in the reverse, so maybe not feeling like you have clarity on something, and the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, maybe not feeling like there's a lot of give and take in some kind of situation, or not feeling like things are balanced financially. That's too many. The Three of Pentacles kind of came out. I'll just take them. I'll just do it. Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Three of Pentacles sideways. Maybe confused about whether to collaborate with someone on something. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe they're not coming forward. Maybe a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn isn't being very responsive, or it could just be the person that you're wanting to collaborate with or confused about it isn't showing up to the party. That's kind of what I'm feeling there. They're not giving their pentacle. Overall, you might be feeling a little bit isolated or on your own with the Hermit, maybe quite introspective as well. Card of Virgo, you might be dealing with a Virgo. Maybe feeling a bit unbalanced at the moment, not knowing how to come forward with that Knight in the reverse of Pentacles, not really looking at your landscape. So maybe there's an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that you're still holding in quite high regard, but not really looking at the past right now. I think, yeah, you're not getting clarity about something, Libra. So let's find out some advice. Maybe you're confused as to why this situation isn't having more give and take in it. Maybe you don't know why. Okay. What advice for Libra, please? What advice? What advice? Eight of Swords in the reverse. So take off the blindfold. What are you not seeing as what are you not seeing as your obstacles? In the upright, that's like you've got a blindfold on, you're trying to walk through obstacles, but you can't see them. Take off the blindfold. That's going to give you more clarity as to what obstacles are in your mind and what obstacles are actually real in the real world that you need to deal with. Very sideways card there, but it was leading upright. The Star card in the reverse, you might need to release some kind of a long-term goal to do with give and take. Maybe you've just had a perspective on how you want it to be that's not serving you as well, that maybe you've had for a while that just isn't really benefiting you. Could also it's also kind of Aquarius, so you might need to release something to do with an Aquarius. And that one flew right out. Ace of Cups. Maybe if you're not getting that, or you're confused about the collaborative element of this person not coming forward, your advice is the Ace of Cups. So maybe just allow them to come in for you. Like just have like a bit of hope about them delivering. Like, you know, just have a bit of faith, you know, allow this cup to come in. It's a really nice energy, the Ace of Cups, actually. It's really good, feel good vibes. So if you don't get anything else out of this reading except for this card, this is the card. It's the overall advice, and it's the Nine of Pentacles. So your overall advice for the week ahead is keep that sense of self-autonomy, keep that sense of independence. It doesn't mean blocking people out, but it just means keep that sense of yourself, being strong in the world with your own, being able to take care of your own, in whatever way, shape, or form that means. If you can't care for yourself, how can you ever care for others? So, just take care of your own first and foremost. That's the advice I'm getting there. Really beautiful. Beautiful advice. All right, Libra, let's get you an Archangel Michael card. I'm sort of speeding through this a bit now, but that's because if I don't get through them all, I will not make it. I can just tell my brain does not operate this way. Doing this on such a high level of readings all at once, because there's a lot of information and a lot of stories to sort of process. I can't remember if that was 3 or not, so I'll do one more. I always do this with Libra. I always give them the super shuffle. All right, what does Libra need to know, please? What does Libra need to know? All right, my energy is slowly crashing as well, so my reading style might change. This is your life's purpose. It's quite a powerful card. It's interesting that's come up as well, because you have the Star card in the reverse, which is about releasing some kind of long-term thought system. The prayer, if this helps as well, is Archangel Michael, or whoever you believe in. You know the details of my divine life purpose, and I ask you to help me being aligned with my goals. Please clearly guide my actions so that I'm taking the best steps to fully manifest my wonderful and meaningful career. Maybe you're having career issues at the moment. Go towards something that means something to you. Don't just get a job for the sake of money. I don't think that's going to serve you if this is what's coming up. You need to do something that's important, even if that's less of a paycheck than you'd get doing something else, because, happiness and joy and overall well-being comes before money. It just does. As long as you've got enough money to do, the things that you need in life and treat yourself on occasion, all that. That's my philosophy. Keep yourself happy. Doing what makes you happy is so much more rewarding, because your life is right now. It's not when you retire. It's then, but it's also now. So take that into consideration. All right, Libra, that's your reading. I hope you got something out of it. Very interesting cards, I have to confess. I would probably want to unpack that further if I had a bit more time to do it today, but obviously the way I formatted it, a little bit different. I'm going to have a sip of tea for a second, and then we'll move on to Scorpio. Scald my tea, but it was hydrating, so... All right, Scorpio, welcome. I instantly just mellowed out then. I don't know if it was the tea or starting Scorpio's read, so that's really interesting. Very interesting. All right, Scorpio, what's going on in your world? I think that's 3. If it's not, it's all good. What's happening with Scorpio, please? First card out. Ooh. The 4 of Cups in the upright, maybe not really liking some of the offers that are coming in for you. The Empress in the reverse. And the 8 of Swords in the reverse. 5 of Cups in the reverse as well. It's kind of interesting. I'm going to leave it. I was tempted to take it, so I'm going to take it. I think maybe... I'm feeling like maybe you haven't really had the cups or the nurturing that you need this week. Maybe you've taken off the blindfold so that you can navigate through obstacles yourself. And you are doing your best to focus not on what you've lost, but on what you have to gain. And I think that's really endearing. I think that's really solid of you, Scorpio. So what's going on in in your energy is that you're admitting the truth to yourself. You've got the 7 of Swords in the reverse, so you're not blinded anymore. You can see the truth. Again, you have the blindfold taken off here. So that's pretty good, Scorpio. Page of Swords. Maybe still curious about some kind of situation, wanting to know a little bit more information about it. Could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but you don't have to be. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, not really feeling like you're able to give right now, or not giving at the moment. Maybe someone's not giving to you. The Lovers in reverse, card of Gemini, not really feeling great about love, maybe. King of Wands, maybe focusing on an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in your life. Three of Pentacles in reverse, not feeling like collaborating. In any case, so it looks like you're at least aware of the truth now. You're not in denial about something anymore, which is great. It's better to be real with things than to be in denial about them. So let's check it out. Let's check out your advice, Scorpio. My lovely Scorpios, let's check out your advice. All the signs are lovely. I should say that more often. I should praise you all more often. I will, I think. Let's do one more shuffle. Slept until 7:30 today. It's a big sleep in for me at the moment. Okay. What? Oh, gracious. That's... Oh, no. Is that... I think it works. Oh, there's... You know what? Well, we've got... All right. Didn't really want 4 cards each, but it's happened that way. So anyway, your overall advice, if anything, is to make a commitment this week, whether that's in a relationship, whether that's to yourself, whether that's to a project. Make a commitment. The Hierophant's card of commitments. Go down a traditional pathway. Give yourself your own key and open your own lock. Make the commitment for yourself. And allow emotional possibilities to come in. Be allowing of that. But overall, make a commitment. Could be to do in a relationship. Could be a relationship. I'm not really feeling that, though, with the cards here. So your advice is the Tower card. So let something crumble. Let it crumble down. If you're not liking the cups that you're receiving, you're not liking the emotional cups that are coming in your life, you're just not getting what you want, let the Tower crumble. Maybe something's just not working out for you there, Scorpio. If you're not feeling very nurtured right now, or some kind of mother-like figure isn't supporting you, or you're not supporting yourself, advice is actually to look at the past, reflect on the past, maybe reflect on what nurture is for you, how you used to receive it, where you're wanting it to be coming from as well. That might give you insights as to why you're not getting the nurture or feeling like you're nurtured. If it's someone else, so it's obviously very hard to control another person, but you might need to look at the past and see where you got that nurture from before, so that you can move forward. You've taken off the blindfold and you're moving towards more what you have to gain, rather than focusing on what you've lost, which is great. So moving through the obstacles of life, focusing on that. Your advice is fucking beautiful. It's come out of the cold with the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse, bang straight to the 10 of Pentacles. So focus on your world becoming complete. Come out of the cold. As you walk through these obstacles, keep going towards what is important to you with this 5 here in the reverse. Focus on making the real dream come true. Like, not just in your mind. It's not the 10 of Cups, which is emotions either. It's the 10 of Pentacles. Focus on making this world fucking great. That's what this is. It's so good. I love this, Scorpio. It's funny. It's not like solemn. It's like I feel like the energy is not happy, but I think that what's happening is really good progress towards what's going to really make you feel happy and fulfilled over time. And I think that's really beautiful. Okay, Scorpio, let's get you Archangel Michael card. Let's get you one. Put the kettle on again. Get another tea. I still got half a cup. It's probably cold by now, though. All right, what does Scorpio need to know, please? Those 2? All right, we'll take them. Honor and trust your feelings and detach from the situation. Honor and trust your feelings and detach from the situation. I think you're kind of already doing that from what I can see in these cards, Scorpio. I think that you are maybe, well, maybe you haven't. Maybe you're still wanting some kind of cup to come in, but none of them are good. Let it crumble, not feeling nurtured. Look where you used to get that from yourself, from others, whatever, wherever that applies. If you have taken off the blindfold, you are walking towards more what serves you rather than what you've lost. And yeah, focus on coming up out of the cold into what makes you happy. Honor and trust your feelings and detach from the situation. Really beautiful advice cards as well. So trust your own feelings about things. Honor them, whatever they are. Trust them, whatever they are. And detach from whatever negative situation has been going on. Let it go. Detach from it. Great advice, Scorpio. That's your reading. I do hope it gave you some kind of benefit for you. Wow, what a sentence. You get me. Yeah, let me know how it goes as well. Let me know what's going on in the comments. I should say that with all signs. I mean to say it with all signs. But would love to know. All right, let's move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, what's going on with you guys? I might take off my glasses. I'm just going to do it if that's okay with y'all. Because, yeah, I don't need them for close up. I need them for like looking at the screen, but I don't have my comments on, so it's fine. I don't need to read anything. All right. Sagittarius, what's going on with you? What is happening? What's happening? It's funny. Now I want to know what the time is. Take my glasses off. I want to know the time. That's fun. I can check in a second. All right, Sagittarius, what's happening? Oh, that came out quick. What's going on with your week, Sagittarius? Knight of Wands. I see. Maybe being a little bit, maybe someone's caught your fancy or you've caught someone's fancy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius card. Maybe someone a little bit playful, cheeky. The Tower card. So maybe that didn't work out. And then the card of Justice. Maybe you're thinking it's not very fair. Card of Libra as well. Can someone please have a good week? It'd just be great. I just really want someone to have a good week. Anyway, or maybe just caught you off guard. I don't know, but yeah, maybe someone came in out of the blue like, hey, hi, how you doing? And you guys connected, and then it didn't work out, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, I kind of feel like that kind of happens. Maybe you felt it was more powerful than it was. Your energy, Knight of Pentacles, so independent person vibes, maybe just feeling on your own. Two of Cups in the reverse, like a bit like love did not work out for you there. 10 of Wands in the reverse, releasing some kind of a burden, maybe just letting it go. The High Priest in the reverse, not committing, lack of commitment. The 9 of Wands, taking a final stand as well. 2 of Wands, not really looking at your environment. I feel like someone, I don't want to use that word. I'm not going to. I just feel like someone came and then, like what is the term? Dropped you like a hot potato, Like they were in, they're out. That's very much so the Knight of Wands energy. Very sexual, very charismatic, but then like out the door. Not always, but they can be like that. So let's get you some advice, shall we, Sagittarius? Could have been you. Maybe something happened for you as well. And like a Tower moment happened that you felt was unfair. But I do think it was like a love connection because of the cards you had in the bottom of the deck. So let's get you some advice, Sagittarius. That's just, look, I know you want to know all the answers, but I can't give them to you. That's not how this works. I wish. Justice in the upright. Card of Libra again. It's an interesting card of advice. It's about fairness. It's about things being just. It can be to do with legalities as well. I don't really these readings are for your entertainment. Just keep that in mind. Just cards. I'm not gonna go too deep into that one. I kind of want to, but I'm a bit nervous to do it, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna wuss out. I mean, it could be to do with legalities. That's all I'm going to say on that one thought. But it could just be to accept that this person is the way they are. Like, it's all's fair in love and war. I don't really like using that quote either. It's like, it's sort of just almost saying, well, it's not unfair. They just are who they are. You know, like it's everything's fair in that it is what it is. It happened. It's, you know, it's not life smiting you. Like it could have been just the situation didn't work out, or you know, it wasn't read properly. Um, cool. I like that. The tower, if whatever happened was a bit crazy, um, the advice is the Four of Swords in the upright. So you might need to take some rest. You might need to just take some time out to rejuvenate from it. You know, you don't have to make it the be all end all. It might be a serious thing that you're going through, though. It might be quite significant, like it was pretty intense. But you just need to take a bit of rest if it's that intense. You know. Your final advice card as well is the Four of Wands. So that's beautiful. That's focusing on commitments, focusing on connections. You know, if you're feeling like things are unfair, well, focus on your commitments and your connections in your world. Focus on getting a commitment and a connection. You think something's unfair, go after the connections that you want. Focus on what you actually want. You know, you got to voice that as well. I would really focus. If you want marriage, go after marriage. Focus on marriage. Like if that's a possibility, I'd come forward and chat about it. I don't know, but it's saying to do that as advice. Overall advice, if you get nothing else, is the Empress in the reverse, which is, I guess, as advice. On the upright, that's like nurture. And the reverse, overall advice. I guess it could be a couple of things. Don't reach out to like a mother-like figure in your life this week about it. Like maybe it's just not the right idea. Though I don't really feel like it's that. It's also like the card of pregnancy and stuff, but it's in the reverse. So don't get pregnant this week. There's such terrible advice cards though. Not what I'm thinking. I'm kind of thinking it's like don't feel like you have to be a nurturing support to others. Ah, it could also be like it could be don't feel like you have to be this energy, but it could be like, yeah, maybe if you're struggling to nurture yourself, that's okay. Like it's not really something I want to say. But we're not always like if you need to go eat the chocolate bar, like this is kind of like it's okay, like go do it. Like I don't know. I don't want to really encourage like you know, obviously it's just a chocolate bar, like, but I don't want to encourage, you know, like drinking crazy or doing drugs or anything like that. Um, it's an interesting one. Is that my neighbors or me? I can't tell. I think it's my neighbors. Um, yeah, just don't feel like you have to be super nurturing this week in whatever that applies. It's not saying go crazy, but sometimes like you know, like say you love having your routine and you love being focused on your exercise and then going for this, doing the walk, going and seeing the people, whatever it is, eating healthy. If you just want to lie in bed all day and blob, like I feel like that's okay. I don't know why. That's kind of what I'm saying. Like don't give yourself a hard time about that this week. Weird advice, but that's sort of what I'm getting. Let's get you a Archangel Michael card, Sagittarius. Um, But yeah, I think definitely pursue what you want. If you think life's unfair to you, well, fucking go after what you really, really want. But not in a way of like, well, I was and then they fell through. Well, no, it looks like you didn't see that person for who they were, you know, if that's how you feel. I know I sound a little bit blunt right now and I'm not meaning to. I just want to call out that mindset. Well, I mean, maybe they did come across and they seemed authentic, but I'm sure there's some yellow flags. If this happened, this is resonating. You could have seen those before getting too immersed. I do believe that. I really, really do, because otherwise you're not giving yourself any power. And how are you meant to get this, right? So, what yellow flags were they showing up if they sort of just jetted off, or are you able to have a chat with them? Are they someone that you do feel like you can get connected with? If you think it's unfair what's going on, Tell them what you want. Go, hey, I want a commitment. Like, tell them. I think you got to take the power. If they're not coming forward with it, you can't, they are who they are, Anyway, that's, I don't know. I'm not feeling this situation at all, especially with those cards. If it's a contradiction, it kind of is. It's time to leave this unhealthy situation, and the person you're asking about is trustworthy. So it seems like a bit of a contrast. So what I'm getting here is maybe whatever's going on between you, the psychological crap or whatever, isn't healthy. You need to let that go. Though maybe they're still a relatively trustworthy person. If it is this person, it's just not the right person for you or not the right situation for you. So it's not that they're like untrustworthy or bad or whatever, but it just might not be working for you. It might not be right for you. That can happen. We can be with healthy people that are not healthy for us. It happens a lot because people aren't compatible and they try and make something work with a good person because they're good people, but neither of those two people are really compatible because they want different things in life. And it turns into a shit show with all this compromise. Anyway, I'm going on a little bit. But yeah, it's time to leave this unhealthy situation. The person you're asking about is trustworthy. So I think you do need to take a bit of rest, get away from this unfair mindset, accept who they are, and go after what it is you really, really want. But take a bit of time for yourself, and I'd step away from this. Leave this situation. The person you're asking about is trustworthy. So that's your advice. And these are just cards. Keep that in mind. All right, Sagittarius, that's your reading. I hope it benefited you. I do. I hope it did. Going to move on now to Capricorn. Where are we at for time as well? What's happened? Yeah. And what's the time? Okay, cool. My hair's getting done in 3 hours, so plenty of time. And I will finish before then, and I can figure out more of my pre-recordings as well. All right, Capricorn. Let's get into it. Oops, shuffling the wrong deck first. That's all right. We'll shuffle this one 3 times, and then it's ready to go for your advice. Cool. I hope you've been well. I hope everything's good. Yeah, I feel like there's a bit of heaviness in the air regarding relationships. I think we are coming up to a Mercury retrograde or something. I'm actually not 100% sure, but I do know it was a new moon lately, and I don't know. There could be something in the ether. Could be something going on. The moon affecting our fluid levels in our bodies and stuff. All right, Capricorn, let's check out your week. What's been happening for you, Capricorn? What's going on? Where are you at with things? Let me see. Oh, don't do that. There we go. Maybe a little bit sticky energy there, like feeling a bit stuck, not wanting to know everything. I don't know. What are you doing here then? I'm kidding. All right, let's get you some cards for your situation. Queen of Wands could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. 6 of Pentacles in the upright as well. So you might also be feeling really creative, passionate, adventurous, entrepreneurial. 10 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so look, I think that you're in a relatively good place in your environment and your spiritual energy. I am getting that. I actually feel like this is you, Capricorn. Again, though, you could be dealing with that fire sign and in a place of give and take at the moment of wanting that. But you have the 10 of Cups in the reverse. So maybe not feeling connected with a lover or really close relationship, or be that career or another person. I'm not sure, actually. It feels like a situation almost more than a person. Right, but maybe something big has happened lately. You've got the Tower card here. Knight of Pentacles trying to come forward with offers of something. The Death card in the reverse. Maybe you've come out of a transition or you're resisting a transition. It could also be releasing a Scorpio. King of Wands in the reverse, which is kind of counterparts here. Maybe letting go of a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or letting go of some kind of King of Wands energy, charismatic, adventurous sort of energy. Justice in the reverse, card of Libra. Maybe feeling like things aren't fair. But I feel like you kind of have a grip on things as well. But maybe something big did happen and there's a resistance to change or not wanting to change or going through a change. Let's get... I did that already, didn't I? All right, Capricorn, let's get you some advice. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse again. Don't expect everything to just work out in your favor, even if you are feeling really peachy keen jelly bean. You had like you wanting to come forward with offers. I think you are in a place of like give and take, reciprocity, generosity. Your advice is the Knight of Pentacles, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You might want to reach out to one of those signs, or maybe someone with like a very grounded, sort of forth assertive energy. It could also be to keep being in that giving energy as well. I kind of feel like it could be to reach out to someone. Right under here, you got the Three of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. There could be some kind of, I feel like there's a situation that you are wanting to invest, like be really good. I feel like it's just not showing up for you. Like the 10 is not in the upright. Like the union hasn't yet been formed emotionally. But it's funny because I feel quite good about this card as well. And especially with what's happening under it. Like I didn't feel like it was like a breakup or anything. And it does feel more like a situation or a project. It could be a love situation as well. Maybe there is love in that situation that's happening. The advice is to collaborate and come forward as the Knight of Cups, which is a loving, beautiful, emotionally giving knight. So invest your love, invest your energy into the situation and collaborate your emotional energy, even if you don't have the experience, because it is a knight. It could also be to collaborate with a water sign that is, sort of assertive in their emotional nature. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, it could be as well. So, yeah, cool. I do quite like that. But, if you are sort of, there was some interesting stuff under there as well. So, yeah, if you are feeling like creative or dealing with a fire sign or whatever, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, just don't expect it to all like happen overnight or turn in your favor overnight. But still work towards all of it. Like it's really good advice. And I feel like you are in a really good place of give and take. I just think you need to collaborate and offer more emotional investment into this 10 of Cups situation that maybe hasn't yet formed. So that's pretty cool. Overall advice is the Mother of Pentacles, which is you as well, Capricorn. So Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Mother or Queen of Pentacles, stay in your receptive material element, be open to receiving gifts, keep yourself in financial check or material check. It's just be the stable energy. Stay in your own, keep in your own. It feels good. I like that. You maybe don't have to say everything. You can be more someone of actions rather than words this week. Actions speak louder than words because Mother of Swords is in the reverse under there. So, yeah. Cool, Capricorn. I like it. Let's get you Archangel Michael card. Can't wait for it to be warm again so I can wear nicer attire. What does Capricorn need to know? Please. This is your life's purpose. I really feel like, something's going on here with a situation. And it means a lot to you. This is your life's purpose is coming up. It can be a kind of career as well. Maybe you are going towards a career that hasn't yet finalized, but show your investment and start collaborating with it. This could be very much so about money for you, Capricorn, this week. To do with your investments financially. I didn't quite see that before because again, the Queen of Wands is quite entrepreneurial as well. But yeah, don't expect it to happen overnight with the Wheel of Fortune. But yeah, keep in that give and take energy. Keep coming forward and giving. This is your life's purpose. I think go to what, if this is something really important to you, it's like go into it. We can have more than one life purpose as well. So just checking out the bottom again. But yeah, maybe something major happened to induce this. But yeah, interesting. I don't quite understand too much into the depths of the energy. There could be a lot of people that have sort of like, could be like someone's left and someone's come in. I don't know. It's interesting. Justice, Libra. Right. Knight of Cups again in the upright. Yeah, I think investing emotionally into this situation is a good thing and collaborating. Anyway, that's your reading, Capricorn. I hope you got something out of it. Feel free to comment below and tell me what's sort of going on so that I have an idea, because I do like knowing. I do like hearing the links that get made. It's always very exciting for me. Also, please like and subscribe. I have not said that once. I should probably say it at least once. I probably could have said it at the start as well. Yeah, all right, we'll move on now to, who's next? It is Aquarius, I believe. I think that's where we're at, aren't we? Yeah, we've done Scorpio, Capricorn. Wait, there was Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn. Yeah, it's Aquarius and then Pisces, and then that's the read. All right, Aquarius, let's get on into it. Let's get what's going on for you. Let's do it. As you can see, Aquarius, I'm at the end of my buzz. Just probably need to eat some food. But let's get your situation. Let's do it. Aquarius. I am Aquarius rising and moon as well. So I do like to obviously do these readings. 6 of Pentacles to start with. So maybe a place of give and take, reciprocity, generosity. It's nice. Could be wanting that. I'm almost feeling like you're wanting that from that card coming up. The 5 of Swords in the reverse. So not wanting conflicts, wanting to avoid conflicts. It came out kind of quickly. The 3 of Pentacles. So wanting to collaborate or collaborating. I almost feel like this is what you want, but maybe you're avoiding having the chat about it. Your energy coming in, Aquarius, is the King of Cups. So super loving, nurturing king. Could be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Maybe not feeling like everything's turning in your favor right now. Oh, no, sorry. That's the 4. Far out. I'm so glad the 5 came in here. Still not wanting conflicts because it's in the reverse. So this is the 4 of Swords. The 4 and the 5 do look relatively similar, to be fair. They kind of all do. The 4 of Swords is in the reverse, is coming up out of a place of rest. Okay, makes more sense. I feel like it's been kind of an active week for you. Give and take, coming up out of a place of rest, probably quite active and collaborating. Could be quite a money focus as well with all the pentacles going on. Maybe you're focused on work a lot. But yeah, not wanting conflicts. Loving, beautiful, emotionally investing energy. I like that a lot. 10 of Wands in the reverse, maybe having released some kind of heavy burden lately. Chariot in the reverse, card of Cancer. Maybe not harnessing your energies, maybe looking for a bit of balance as well. Don't want to go too deep. I do actually. Receiving messages as well. Not taking a final stand. I don't know. That was hilarious. I'm just like, no, I want to perv a bit more about the energies. Anyway, overall, liking the vibes, Aquarius. I do like the vibes. They feel relatively stable, but maybe just what was under there? The King and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So maybe just not feeling like, maybe you feel like you're doing the right things and collaborating and you're being quite connected and active about it all, but maybe it just hasn't yet come to fruition, or it's still in the process of that. But yeah, it's interesting because you've got, no, it's too many things. Too many. You have the Hierophant on top there. In the reverse, sorry. That is not too many. So what are you? Daughter of Wands. Could be fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It's in the reverse. It's a page. It's about messages as well. I guess not to worry about giving or receiving messages in regards to your generosity, reciprocity. The Star card in the reverse. Yourself in the reverse, Aquarius. Underneath the Four of Swords in the reverse. The Chariot in the upright. Card of Cancer, harnessing your energies. Your overall advice is the Moon card in the reverse. So card of Pisces, you might need to release something to do with the Pisces. So either don't be afraid to step into the unknown. Though it could be you don't need to step into the unknown this week. You don't need to step into the unfamiliar. So if you get anything out of this reading, it could be that. That's sort of what I'm feeling there. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse again. Don't expect it to all turn in your favor. That's come up a few times. I think it's pretty much always come up in the reverse. So very interesting. Though, let's have a look at this. So you know, I feel like with this week, Aquarius, this is a big focus on. It might be less about what you want on an individual level, and more about collaborating and communicating with a community. You might. It might be about focusing more on that this week ahead, rather than on your own individual needs and desires. So. Yeah, it's interesting. It's not really advice I like to give because I'm all about nurturing the self, though it might just be where you're at that you need to put energy into other things right now. But it's just for the week, so it doesn't necessarily mean forever. I'm sort of getting here, like if you are collaborating, giving, not it's either don't communicate about something. It could again to be released some kind of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, maybe a younger fire sign as well. But the Page of Swords is about messages, so it's in the reverse. Maybe don't expect messages to come in. Don't try and communicate too much about things. More just do them. Like it might just be about getting on with it this week. You have the Four of Swords in the reverse with the Star card under that in the reverse. So releasing long-term dreams, but I don't actually see it this way as advice. I see it as don't focus so much on yourself, which is interesting. Like I feel like this is about connecting with a community-based project or like a bigger project or a work environment where you're investing a lot at the moment. So it's going to be less about you this week and more about that. Chariot, card of Cancer, underneath collaboration, harness all your energies and charge forward victoriously. So just like immerse yourself in it is kind of what I'm getting here. Don't worry too much about your own stuff and immerse yourself in this project. I don't mean that on an unhealthy level. I don't feel like it's unstable. I feel like it's quite steady energy and upward steady energy, though it might be like it might just be like maybe you're going through a full-on week or so yeah, let's get you Aquarius a Archangel Michael card. I do feel like this is about work or something. I really do. I'm vibing a work situation here. What does Aquarius need to know, please? What does Aquarius need to know? Nothing, it seems. You don't need to know anything. You're fine, Aquarius. You're sweet. You got it. Spend more time outdoors. There you go. So maybe if you are immersed in that, you need to put your energy into this project and into this commitment and work sort of situation or project right now with other people and collaborating. You also need to spend more time outdoors and maybe take a bit of time for yourself in that regard. I do like giving advice for the self very much so. But it might just require you this week to sort of that's your getaway, but it's not about communicating like about where you're at as much as just doing it putting that down and getting this project done, harnessing your energies, charging forward, and then spending some time outdoors to rejuvenate for this next week ahead. So yeah, that's your reading, Aquarius. I hope it does help you. Hope you got something out of it. Please like and subscribe as well if you like my readings. I forgot to mention that at the start. I only just started saying it. And I will be moving to pre-recorded because this might be really choppy and cutty, and I don't really like that. So let's do Pisces now. We are here at Pisces. Pretty sure I've covered everyone. If I haven't, do let me know because that's not okay, and I will definitely do another reading. I think I've done everyone that I've done. What? Aries, Taurus, Gemini. My brain. Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Here we are. Pisces. What's going on with Pisces, please? Glasses back on. Nearly 1 p.m. AEST. Tracking along well. And then, yeah, join me for, I'll re-announce it again at the end of the readings, but I will be doing pre-recordeds with extendeds because my internet isn't serving me well with the lives and I want it to be stronger readings. Okay, so I'll do one more shuffle, Pisces, and then we'll get into it. Pisces, what's going on? Whoops. Don't you want to shuffle? Are we done now? Okay, that'll be. All right, Pisces, what's going on? What's going on with Pisces? King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, very loving energy. Could be focused on someone you see as a King of Cups. Seven of Swords sideways, so maybe a bit of confusion about how they feel about you or how you feel about them. Unsure about what the truth is. The Lovers in the reverse. Card of Gemini might be releasing something to do with the Gemini. The Lovers in the reverse, also maybe not making decisions about something or not feeling good about love, not focused on love, which is interesting. I feel like you do probably have feelings for someone. Could be yourself, Pisces, as well. Like this is you, but maybe confusion around love. Maybe you're also in your own element, but there's confusion around how you feel about some kind of love situation. I am getting that. Yeah, not making a decision around love, not looking at your landscapes. 2 twos in reverse, but maybe trying to manifest something with a Magician here. 6 of Swords, trying to move on. Strength card in the reverse, card of Leo. Pardon me. Sorry, Pisces. And again, maybe not feeling very strong about something. Yeah, not wanting conflicts. Releasing some kind of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius again, King of Wands. Interesting. Yeah, it could be something to do with a Gemini as well. Love is in the reverse. Let's get you some advice, Pisces. I feel like it is, I feel like you're both in your own element and also maybe in love with someone, but not sure about it because it's like, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. Not making any decisions about it. Okay, I'm going to go from here actually. Ooh. The Chariot in the upright, card of Cancer. Could be dealing with a Cancerian if that's the case. Harnessing your energies moving forward. 9 of Cups. Beautiful. Go after your dreams. That's good. That's really good advice underneath the 4 of Swords. And then the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse, which is interesting because 2 with the Lovers, dualities. It's about making decisions, is like sort of the balance card. Overall advice is let dead things be done. So you got the 10 of Swords in the upright. If it's dead, it's done, it's dusted. It might need to be finish things up that need to be sorted. They're completed. Let them be done, and then let them go. All right, Pisces. So you've got the King of Cups here. It could be your own energy. The advice is card of Cancer. You might need to reach out to a Cancerian, but ultimately harness your energies, take everything and charge forward victoriously. Be cool with your element. Maybe even, you could communicate about this. If you are in love with someone, you might want to charge forward victoriously and try it. But I really feel like this is getting into your own element and doing that moving forward. I like it a lot. Next up, you've got the Seven of Swords. A bit of confusion. Go after your dreams. Beautiful card as advice. So go after what you want. That might help eliminate that confusion for you. If you want a relationship with this person, go after it. If you want, to win the lottery, go buy a lottery ticket. I don't know. Go after what your dreams are. Go after what your goals are. Could be, something like a job, career, whatever that is. It's beautiful. I love it. If you are feeling a bit out of sorts around love or making decisions, your advice is sort of don't worry about balancing things out right now. It's in the reverse. So balancing things, not feeling balanced. Don't worry about feeling balanced. Release the need to have everything balanced. Just let it be what it is. But yeah, charge forward anyway, move forward anyway, and focus on your goals and dreams. Really nice cards, actually, Pisces. This is probably one of my favorite readings. Even though I think there is a little bit of confusion around love, I just feel like it's been nice cards as advice and good energy to fill your own well, to fill your well up, your emotional well. All right, let's get you an Archangel Michael card. And then I'll wrap it up. I'll just, wrap everything up. Got a bit more energy than I did in the middle of the read, which is good. So that's nice. Okay. What does Pisces need to know? What does Pisces need to know, please? Oops, ending my cards. Getting to the point I'm starting to accidentally trash my cards up a bit. I kind of like that. I feel like that means they used a lot. Not that I want to trash them up, but innocence. So just give yourself the benefit of the doubt. I know some Pisces that tend to give themselves a hard time. Just accept that you don't know everything, and that's okay, and that you are, there's a child inside all of us, isn't there? So yeah, just accept your own innocence in this situation. It's okay to be confused. It's okay to not know what to do with things. I don't know. Go after what your dreams really are. That's beautiful. That's a nice thing. That is your innocence. So I really like that, Pisces. I hope you got something from it. Bit of a quick one, but that's the thing is, next week I'm going to be changing it up again. So thank you for joining me. Just as a FYI, I'm going to be going back to pre-recordeds, so with extendeds, because my internet is not serving me well enough to do this, and I have noticed it. I've watched a few of my own readings back as well. So I'm going to be moving into pre-recordeds weekly with extendeds, ideally on my Patreon, which is in the link below. But yeah, there's nothing on it right now. So be obsolete going there now unless you're watching this like way back in the past. Maybe there's things there. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for joining. I'll keep you posted on what my movements are. Please do like, share, and subscribe if you like my readings or you think they can benefit someone. Feel free to comment as well. I like reading your comments and replying to them. I like your feedback as well. Constructive is always nice. Helps me grow the channel, helps me do better for you. That's pretty much the crux of it. So last live for a while until I get some kind of decent net connection that isn't choppy and changey. I will still release weekly pre-recordings, hopefully with extendeds. And I'll leave it with you there. Have a wonderful space time, all you signs, wherever you are. And I will catch you next time. Bye.